White House is unlike any other contest. This is the ultimate prize. It is definitely the major leagues when it comes to campaigning. Everybody thinks the election is in November, but honestly, that election starts often 2 years beforehand. Going to the early voting states, meeting voters, starting to build up a staff. This is a commitment that takes a lot more than just a few weeks. Running for the White House is no cheap proposition. It takes a lot of money. This time around, we will see maybe $1 billion campaign. Why does it cost so much money to run for the White House? Because it's more than just a state operation. You're running in all 50 states. And it takes a lot of money, not only to build up a staff to reach out to voters, but also the travel, the commercials. We're talking about an immense amount of money. You don't always have to be rich to run for the White House. You can have ideas, and if you start generating buzz, well, then the money follows. Especially nowadays with the internet, it is so much easier now to reach out to anybody to raise money than it was in the old days. To have a successful campaign, you need a pretty large staff, no doubt about it. You have to have people in the early voting states like Iowa, New Hampshire, South Carolina, Florida, and Nevada. People who are reaching out to voters, people who are setting up events for the candidate. When it comes to a campaign staff, candidates often like to have young people and old people as well. It's definitely a mixture. Their top strategists are often people who've been around for cycles. But a lot of the younger people out in the states, the volunteers and the fresh faces, those are the people who are knocking on doors and saying hello to voters and trying to spread the message about their candidates. There are a lot of positions in a campaign, but there are a few people that stand out the most. And one of them will be the campaign manager. That's the person who manages a campaign, basically the boss, who decides who does what, and where the candidate goes and what the candidate says to a degree. There's also the press side. This is the press secretary, the communications director. These are the people that the media get to see the most. But wait, there's always more. How about surrogates? Surrogates are extremely important because these are the people that are often talking for the candidate and spreading his message. The internet's changed a lot when it comes to running for the White House. It used to be, back in the day, a candidate would have a pretty good handle on his message getting out there to the media. But nowadays, anybody can make a video, and that video can go viral.